Do you know the 2023 word of the year? Have you heard of it yet? My teenagers use it. I've used it in the wrong way. The word is Rizz, R-I-Z-Z.
Let's keep calm and mother on. Mothering is way too important to do alone and way too serious to be serious all the time. My name is Christy Thomas and I am here shoulder to shoulder with you, mothering and enjoying life together. This is the podcast where you can focus on being mindful and taking a deep breath with me and learning new things so you can pause and savor the amazing life you already have.
So the word of the year is Rizz, R-I-Z-Z. It's pretty easy to say. It's shortened from the word charisma, is really the root word. Rizz beat out a slew of other words, including Swiftie for Taylor Swift fans. And here's what you need to know about Rizz. Besides the shortened version of charisma, it's mostly about romantic relationships. So don't be like me and say that you Rizz someone up and have your teenagers, freak out. But really, because it's about like getting someone sexually attracted to you or thinking you're cute or flirting with them, I want you to think about how you can Rizz up another mom, how you can build a relationship with. There's got to be a way that we can use this in a non-sexual way. But because I want you to have more charisma with other moms. When we look around the world right now, we see the need for community and connection over and over and over again. People are looking for, I am looking for, you are looking for. Let's not use the big word people. It's us. We need more community and more connection. And do you know what destroys community? My friend Nada said this in a couple episodes ago when talking about my book. Competition. Competition destroys community. And so when I think of the word Rizz, and I think of that for the next 10 days, this is coming out on December 15th. For the next 10 days, maybe the best Christmas gift that you can give yourself isn't a thing, but to make your heart grow a little bit bigger. And can you Rizz up a mom? Can you build up another mom? Can you be intentionally kind and kind of notice what's good about them for the next 10 days. Another mom that's a stranger, another mom that you see online, another mom with a kid the same age as yours, a kid older than yours, whatever it is. Let's just stop and notice other moms and tell them that we see them. I've been thinking about this since Monday when I went to the library and there was a mom being shushed because her kid was too loud in the toy section of the library. And the library is this big open space. It's an open concept library. So noise just travels. And the kid wasn't being loud. They were being excited that they found the cupcake or something in the toy kitchen. There's a difference, right? We know there's a difference. And so the kid was excited, very happy. And it wasn't a long noise. It was like, 15 seconds. And it wasn't like the library was completely quiet. There was lots of back talk of communication, lots of small murmuring conversations, people asking for help at the desk. It's an active library. But yet this mom was like actively shrinking because of this other person's reaction to her and her kid, because we've forgotten what it's like to be a kid in public. And to be just so excited and filled with those ordinary awe moments all day long with such hyper enthusiasm. So what did I want to tell you? Oh, my goal is after I saw that moment, I got to my car and I went back and I wrote a little sticky note for that mom. And I said, you're the right mom. It's so much fun seeing your kid be a kid. And I just handed it to her and I walked away. And that's what I want you to try to do from now until better yet, until 2024. Think about how good you'll feel with all these random acts of kindness towards mom if you do it every single day until January. But if you just do it for the next 10 days, I know that, like the Grinch, your heart will grow 3 times larger. It's just going to explode, and you're going to feel such community and camaraderie with your mom, other moms around you. And maybe you'll make some connections of mom friends that you didn't know, because I am convinced that there's like this undercurrent of loneliness in motherhood culture. I know I've read articles saying that the middle school mom is the loneliest, but I think how we live right now with fast-paced lives, in single family homes without lots of community, extended family, or maybe you have that community and extended family, but it can probably still feel too busy because your extended family members have full lives too. So I think there's an undercurrent of loneliness, and I don't think anyone wants to hear that moms are lonely. They're like, yeah, okay. How could you be lonely? You're talking to people all day. Well, because loneliness comes from what we know about our kids, right? Not feeling safe, not feeling seen, not feeling soothed when we have real emotions, and not feeling fully secure in who we are and validated that we get to be who we are. So for the next 10 days, I would love it if you made an intention every day until Christmas to seek out another mom and say something nice to them. And I'm going to segue here to an episode that I did way back in 2019 called The Mom at the Grocery Store. Very similar thing. And I thought what we could do then, because I was inspired by the Jeep people who have a secret wave, that we could come up with a secret signal as moms, a peace sign, a nod, something to let us know we have more in common than we think. And once again, I recorded this November 8th, 2019. So I promise this has been a need forever.
Let's talk about being in the mom club. Have you heard that phrase, right? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, or what happens in the fight club stays in the fight club? Well, I think moms have a similar bond, right? We have this mom club. There's a dad club. There's a mom club. I think it's time that we stop making what stays in the mom club just part of the mom club. Like, we need to start seeing each other out in public and acknowledging each other. I've heard before, and I don't know if it's true or not, that if you drive around town in a Jeep, that there's a special Jeep wave that you give to people. But I think it's time that we do something similar for mothers, right? Like when you're at the grocery store and you see that kid having a hard time, but that mom is doing her best to keep it together, let's come up with a wave for a moment like that. Maybe it's just a thumbs up or a bad wink or a peace sign, a you go girl, that I appreciate you keeping your stuff together and not unleashing on your kid. That you are being a model, a beacon of calm and light, and you are changing the world by your minuscule grocery store response to your kid. All around the internet, I see posts about moms wanting a village again, moms feeling lonely, moms feeling like instead of feeling like we're on the same team, we see all these posts telling us how we're different from each other. We need to be more like the Jeep drivers around town. I'm sure they're not all similar. And the only thing that connects them is the fact that they're driving a Jeep. Well, guess what? You have a great connection to every single mother in the world. You want to have an amazing kid. You want to make sure that kid feels loved. You want to make sure that kid grows up to be successful and does the best that they can. You want them to be safe and healthy. You want to hold the world out to them and let them have all the dreams that they can have. You want them to succeed.
You want them to fall in love? You have more in common with all the moms of the universe than you think. Let's soak that in. Jeep drivers just drive a Jeep, but moms have the hopes and dreams of the next generation in their hands. Okay? So we need to come up with a wave at the grocery store. I see you. We need to make this village a village again. I've had the moment at the grocery store where an old woman would come up to me, or older gentleman who's nostalgic, and will tell me that this is the moment of my life and I'm going to miss it. While moments later, my kid is loudly talking about the anatomically correct names for body parts. Those moments don't feel amazing, but they're the mom club. We need to have a code for each other. We need to make our own village starting right now. Let's claim this again. Being a mom isn't a martyr thing. Being a mom is amazing, and we need to call each other out on it. When you see another mom parenting well, loving well, living her life well, let's come up with a signal. Maybe I don't know what it is. It might just be a peace sign. Something that says, I see you and you are a rock star. Because that mom doesn't feel like a rock star probably, right? We know that moms feel tired. We know that moms feel stretched too thin. We know that moms feel like in order to be a good mom, they have to put themselves last. Those things aren't true. But unless we start calling each other out, acknowledging that we're not actually alone, that's the message we're going to keep getting. When we keep saying that we don't have a village or a team, then we're going to keep feeling like we don't have a village or a team. The other community that does this well, that I see regularly, is the running community, especially if you're a lady runner. If you're outside on a path and you pass another lady runner, you're probably going to get a "you go girl" or "you rock" or "have a great run." You're going to get acknowledgement. You're going to be seen. And it doesn't matter if you're farther ahead. You don't even compare the mileage that you're at when you're running with someone like that. You just keep going. But it feels good and your cup has been filled and you know you're not alone. We need that in motherhood. So whether you're 92 or 21 or 18 and a mom, okay, the only thing that needs to connect you is that you're a mom. And we need to give each other peace signs and a wink, something, some silent signal that says, I see you and I know you're trying hard. And I want you to give this even when it looks like the mom is having a blast with her kids. Because those moms, when you see them, they're inspiring, right? They make you level up your motherhood game when you see someone else having fun. And if you're in line with another mom and kid and all of the kids are starting to know each other, because kids just talk, right? At least my kids do. Like, join in and play I Spy with all the kids. Make the village. Show up. This is where I'm going to put in a commercial break. I hardly ever do this, but I'll be right back. If you're looking for a village, an inspiration, a community to help you feel like you can lean into fun and motherhood, don't forget to go check out www.play4lifemoms.com and consider signing up for our monthly text messages. We send about 15 to 16 text messages a month that focus on self-care and pausing to connect and play. If you send me an Instagram message and say you want to join that team, I will give you the special podcast exclusive discount code. Let me be part of your village. That's what Play for Life Moms texting is about. I hope that that people that receive the text see them as Mary Poppins and Mr. Rogers rolled up into a text message. But if you're not interested in that, let's just keep making the village together by flashing Pete's signs to other moms at the grocery store, at the playground, after church, when you survived a long church service. Let's keep building the village that we say that's not there. We can start by just claiming who's on our team. Your self-care task for today is to doodle. Okay? I want you to doodle who would be all-star players on your mom club team. You have probably inspiration from the internet. You have real-life friends. You might have authors. You may have people in your family that have inspired you. Some aunts, grandma, your own mom. Put all those people, draw them as stick figures. We're not going for a museum-worthy picture. We're just taking time to remind ourselves that we're not alone. Because you're not. And we need you. So if you're drawing your mom team, I bet someone else has you on theirs. And that's a really cool idea. I'm so glad I remembered that episode. I know the audio is different and stuff like that, but the message is still the same. Still to the core of Keep Calm Mother On / Everyday Motherhood. Do you remember when the podcast was called that? Or when I sent text under the name Play for Life Mom. This message has been forever. Okay? Motherhood is too fragile to do alone. Okay? Too fragile. So draw your doodle for the mom club. Next, your family fun idea. Inspired by the Stranger in the Woods picture books that I've been reading in my day job teaching book clubs in the past couple weeks, I want you to figure out a family fun idea of how you can give back to nature together. Maybe you're making bird feeders. Maybe you're building a snowman and putting birdseed on it, like the Stranger in the Woods picture photographic novels. Whatever it is, because I know we live in lots of different temperature climates. Do something as a family that gives back to nature somehow. Because it's important for our kids to remember that we're all connected and that we can make a positive change every single day in our life. We can choose to see how we're connected. I am so glad you are here on earth. I'm so glad you are here. You have always been exactly the right, good enough mom for your kids. And if you're a dad listening, you've always been exactly the right, good enough dad. And you still have time. I've got to give a book plug to get You're the Right Mom by Christy Thomas on Amazon. It's only on Amazon, in paperback or Kindle form. And you can give it away for Christmas. There's still time to order it. And it's a great Christmas present. The reviews are coming in, and I just want to say thank you for buying the book and giving it to others this holiday season. It takes my breath away. Now, go rizz up another mom. Have a great day. Peace.